History remembers the grand battles, but the American Revolution was truly won in the whispers of coffee houses and the hidden ink of secret letters. In the winter of 1778, the revolution hung by a thread. One man's life was the target, and with it, the hope of a nation. This is the untold story of the invisible network that ensured the birth of America, a story that remained buried for over a century. The ring was born from tragedy. In 1776, a young officer named Nathan Hale was captured and executed by the British. His death proved a hard truth. Courage alone wasn't enough to defeat a global superpower. Washington realized he needed a professional, clandestine network, men and women who could walk among the enemy undetected. Hale's sacrifice became the catalyst for a new kind of struggle. To build this invisible army, Washington turned to Benjamin Talmadge, his director of military intelligence. Talmadge didn't recruit professional soldiers for his most critical mission. He recruited his childhood friends from Setauket, Long Island. This wasn't just a military operation, it was a pact of blood and trust. They were the Culper Ring, a group that would eventually force the British to admit, Washington did not outfight us, he outspied us. The Ring's first great success was the creation of an unbreakable relay system. Intelligence flowed from the heart of British-occupied Manhattan to the quiet shores of Setauket. Ordinary citizens like Abraham Woodhull and Robert Townsend took on the aliases Samuel Culper Sr. and Jr. Using laundry signals and long-distance riders, they successfully moved vital data through enemy lines, providing Washington with the British secrets he needed to survive. Their mission required a level of sophistication that baffled the British elite. Robert Townsend operated under the ultimate cover as a Manhattan merchant and society reporter. While the enemy toasted their inevitable victory, Townsend was recording their troop movements and naval secrets. This constant sharing and corroborating of data allowed the Continental Army to anticipate British moves before they even began. In 1780, the Ring achieved its most critical mission, saving George Washington's life. Robert Townsend uncovered a terrifying plot to ambush and assassinate the general in New Jersey. The warning reached Washington just hours before he was to depart. By outthinking his pursuers, the general avoided a trap that would have decapitated the revolution instantly. This was the ultimate victory of intelligence over brute force. The Culper Ring's vigilance extended to the highest levels of the American command. Their work was pivotal in unmasking Benedict Arnold, the most famous traitor in American history. By tracking the movements of Major John Andre and intercepting British communications, the Ring provided the context Washington needed to realize the West Point plot before the war could be handed to the British. They saved the American cause from internal collapse. Their success was built on technical innovation centuries ahead of its time. They mastered the sympathetic stain, a sophisticated invisible ink, and a complex numerical codebook that turned ordinary words into unbreakable signals. This invisible development allowed Washington to sustain the revolution against a global superpower. Every number in their codebook was a brick in the foundation of American freedom. For over a century, the identities of the Culper Ring remained hidden, just as they intended. They didn't seek glory, they sought a nation. Today, we know that without their whispers, the roar of the revolution might have been silenced forever. Because they outspied an empire, George Washington lived to lead a free people. Their silence remains the foundation of our history. This is the mission of Your Theory, sharing and corroborating the hidden history that shaped our world. Join us as we continue to unmask the secrets of the past.